Okay, so please know that this macro works on AutoHotkey. If you don't know how to use AutoHotkey, in the description of this video, there is a link to another video on how to use it. So if you don't know how to use this, don't ask me, ask somebody else. And you can find the files that you need in the Niggertown channel of my Discord. It's right here at the bottom. You can find the Discord in the description. I don't really know how to send it to you any other way. So my friend told me to make an autofarm macro for this game called Fisch, so I tried to make one. So how this game's fishing works is that it goes in 3 steps. The first step is to throw the rod, and then once it reaches the top, you let go. The second step is to click this button, like the auto shake button. And the last step is to make this bar go in this block, basically. So if it's up, I click. If it goes down, I let go. That's the whole gist of it. So yeah, that's how fishing works in this game. There's 3 steps to it. So I wrote this long ass macro to do all 3 things for me. That's basically it. So if I use the macro in game, it will look like this. So first off, it will face north direction. So how it does that is, if it sees the orange, it will be okay. If it doesn't see the orange, it will rotate right until it sees the orange. That's basically it. So if I'm standing over here, and I don't see the orange, like right here, it will just keep rotating right until it sees the orange. Then it will cast the rod. Then once it casts the rod, it will click on the shake button for me. And then after it clicks on the shake button, it will try to make the bar centered. But be real, the bar thing is kinda hard to do, so you know, it just spams click. If it's up, it tries to go up. If it's down, it tries to go down. It's not perfect, but it works. And there we go, fish caught. And then once it's done, it resets everything. And then it loops forever and ever and ever. It doesn't stop. The success rate of this fishing macro is not really 100%, but it's better than nothing, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there we go. And to stop the macro, you press O, the letter O on your keyboard. And that's all. This is the whole macro. So what's important about this macro is that... Oh, I have to teach you how to set it up. So this is the macro. There is a fishing folder, and in the folder is just a bunch of images. You don't really have to edit these images unless you are on a different resolution, but I'll tell you how to change it later. So this is the main macro. You just double click this thing, and then it will say idle on the bottom left. So the resolution that I'm using is 1920 x 1080p. If you're not using this resolution, you have to change some things. So if you're using a lower resolution, just right click this thing, click open with notepad, and you get this notepad. You will have to change these things right here. So these numbers, all these numbers here are for 1920 x 1080p, so on my resolution. So let's say you're using a lower resolution, like 1080p, like 1270 something, I don't know. If you're using that number, just go to the bottom here, open this, right click on the AutoHK folder, and then click Windows Spy. You get this icon here. You get this thing basically. So for the first 2 numbers, the left and the top, you get them from going in the game, starting the fishing, start fishing basically. Okay, let me start fishing real quick. Okay, once you're on this screen, put your mouse at the top left over here. So if you see on the screen window, the number is 7701217. So remember those 2 numbers. 7701217. So go back here, type in here 7701217. So that is how you get these two numbers at the top basically. And then for the right and the bottom number, just go back in game, start fishing again. Okay, and then hold left click first and position your mouse right here at the bottom right of this. So the number here is 17931257. So remember those 2 numbers, 17931257. So go back here, type 17931257. Yep, that's basically it. So this is how you adjust these first 4 numbers. Okay, so now for these 2 numbers. So once again, go back to the bar thingy. Okay, once you're at the bar, drop your main bar all the way down to the left, and then put your mouse at the very right side of this bar. So at the most right side of this bar, it tells me the number 1070. The left side one. Remember 1070. So now go back to the script and then just type here 1070. For the max right side bar, just... Never mind, I'll cast it again. Okay, for the next number, hold left click first, and then put your mouse right over here on the left side of the bar. So on the left side of the bar, it tells me the number 1490. So go here and write 1490. Like so. Okay, so for these three numbers, they're easier to get. So orange left, it just means at the top here, you see the left side, just put your mouse right here. So the number here is 1202, so just type in 1202. Then orange right, just put your mouse on the right side here. It says 1371, so type 1371. And then for orange bottom, just put your mouse at the bottom of it. So at the bottom it says 17, so I'll just write here 17. That's about it. So once you're done with that, the macro should be okay. Yeah, it should be okay. All you have to do is press P to start the macro and press O to stop the macro. And if you ever encounter a scenario where the macro just fails to work, it's probably one of these screenshots here. So this screenshot is taken on my computer, on my resolution, on my graphics, so they're not always the same. So let's say you want to retake the fish screenshot, right? To retake the fish screenshot, actually you don't have to retake this. Orange, you don't have to retake this. Okay, the only screenshots you might have to take yourself is arrow, shake, ASD, and bar. Wait, ASD? Oh no, you don't need ASD, my bad. The only things you need to retake is bar, arrow, and the shake. So how you retake the bar, I'll do arrow first. How you retake the arrow screenshot, right, is you just cast the rod, get past the shake screen. Actually no, you just take a shake first. So very simple, you see the shake here, take a screenshot of it, like this. And then once you got the screenshot of it like this, just right click it, open with paint. Just zoom in all the way and then like drag it down to something like this. Just make it look like this basically. Yeah, there we go. Just make it look like this. So that's how you retake the shake screenshot. And to retake the arrow screenshot, just cast your rod. Okay, so once you get to this screen, you see the arrow here. Just take a screenshot of this arrow. And then once you got a screenshot of this arrow, right click, open with paint, and then crop the arrow so it looks just like this. All the way down here, all the way up here, all the way back here, and all the way forward here. Make sure it's the same color for the whole thing, and it looks like this. So that's how you retake the arrow screenshot. Okay, and for the bar screenshot, the bar is the most annoying one. You just hold left click, and then you just try to time your screenshot. It's a bit hard, but like yeah. It's really tedious. Oh, there we go. So once you got the screenshot of the bar, like this, right click, open with paint, and then crop the bar like so. Get rid of the left side, get rid of the right side, get rid of the top. Make sure you have some green at least. You need the green color. And then get rid of the bottom. So it looks like this gradient thing. So that's how you take the screenshot of the bar. So the screenshots that I have right here, they work for my resolution, 1920x1080. But if you change your resolution, or if you're using a different resolution and you change these numbers, you might have to retake these screenshots. But yeah, that's how this macro works.